Hello, everyone. Well, what can we say? Here we are again, huh? This is Lockdown 3.0. We are just doing, yet again, you're all doing just the most amazing stuff in your home learning. I've seen the most fabulous comments from your teachers. Um, Obviously, none of us want to be doing this, do we? None of us want to be out of school again. And I've had a number of people that have been letting me know just how sort of upset their children are really about missing school, which I don't like hearing. But I kind of, in a way, I'm glad that you're missing school because it means that you want to come back. So hopefully, fingers crossed, half term will come and go. And then after half term, we'll all be back to school, and then hopefully normality will happen as soon as possible. So at the moment, my massive message to you is just keep doing what you're doing, keep with that positive mindset, keep being really, really positive about everything, and together we will smash this thing. So, it's my first awards assembly of Lockdown 3.0. I've just read through all the comments and they're just brilliant. They're utterly brilliant. So, a big well done to everybody. What I want to do before we start is I want everybody in school. So, if you're watching this in school, I want you to stand up. I want you to turn to your teacher and I want you to give them a big round of applause because your teachers are just doing the most fabulous job in school. So I think they deserve a definite round of applause and a big thank you for that. And then if you're watching this at home, I want you to stand up. I want you to turn to your parent or carer or whoever it is that is got that very, very tricky job of teaching you at home. I want you to turn to them. And because you're allowed to do this and they're not allowed to do it in school, I want you to give them a big hug. A massive hug, squeeze them like really hard and give them a big thank you for everything they're doing as well. Because I don't think perhaps as a 7-year-old, even an 11-year-old, you might not know how tricky it is as a parent to teach your child. It's different being a teacher. When you're a teacher, you've got that, oh, it's a teacher, I must behave for my teacher. But when it's a parent, it's slightly different. Because you kind of think, it's my mum, or it's my dad, or it's my auntie, or it's my granddad. It's not quite the same. So your parents have got a really tricky job, but they are doing a fabulous job. So parents, well done you. You're just doing brilliantly. Keep it up. I'm loving all the Facebook posts. While I'm getting stuck into my missions, I'll keep them coming. And just as I say, keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully it's for a limited time. We're 2 weeks into a 6-week term. All right, so we're a third of the way in. We've done 10 days, we've got 20 days to do of lockdown. That's not too bad, is it? When you say it like that, it's not too bad. We can do it. Now, as I say, this is my first assembly of the half term in lockdown. As you'll see, I'm in the room that I used to do it in. This is one of my rooms in my house. But this is going to be the only time I do it in this room. Because I'm going to, I don't know quite how I'm going to manage it yet, but I'm going to try and record my assembly from somewhere different every day, every week. All right. So I'm also going to try and, I know last time I did things like cooking and reading stories. I'm going to try and come up with something a bit different as well to do for that. So for now, this is the bit at the boring start. We got assembly in one of my rooms in the house, but from now on it'll be somewhere different. All right. So next Friday, you're gonna try and have a think of where I might be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call up the assembly list that your teachers have filled in, and I'm going to go through how brilliant you've all been. So here we go. So in year 3 in Kilmer, we've got Jasmine Gilly for amazing effort with remote learning and persevering. You should feel very proud. And for Cameron Meller for showing great understanding in our science this week. You are recalling facts and applying what you had learnt so independently. Well done. I know that Cameron's been in school a couple of days as well, so well done, Cameron. That's really lovely to hear. Then in Bearer, we've got Tilly Stacey for your incredibly inventive progress right and going home and practicing the actions for our Rudolph song. Yippee! And Buster Bickle for showing super independence in your learning as always. Well done, you two. Tregarrick, we got Jack Fox for being a tower of strength without even realising how he does it, which makes him so special. A tower in his learning and a tower in his personality. What a lovely comment. Well done, Jack. And Oliver Shepherd for an exceptional start in his home learning and being ready for morning meetings on Teams before anyone else and flying through the work with dedication and super understanding. A big well done to Oliver, because you've had a couple of move arounds this term. What a weird time for you to change classes as well, but it sounds like you've just managed it brilliantly. So well done, Oliver. Massive well done to you. Very proud of you. And then in Trewartha, we've got Eliot Slade for having an outstanding attitude with all his remote learning. I'm so proud of your super perseverance when you have found things tricky. Well done. Awesome. Well done, Eliot. And Gracie Wilkes, well done, Gracie, for also having a fantastic attitude to all of her remote learning and for being incredibly resilient and overcoming some challenges. I am super proud of you. So well done, Gracie. Miss Hendy's really chuffed with what you've been doing. Brilliant, year 3. Very proud of that. Obviously, it's the first time we've had a proper lockdown with you, and it just goes to show that how brilliant you are. You've settled in brilliantly to school anyway, but how resilient of you to manage the lockdown as well as you are. Well done. Okay, moving on to year 4. We have got in Foy, we got Caden Yeoman for having such a super attitude to his home learning pack and completing all activities this week. Mrs. Hutchings and Mr. Tamlin are so impressed. Keep it up, Caden. Yay! Well done, Caden. That's brilliant. And Mikey Bright for all of his amazing remote learning this week, especially his incredible online ebook. Wow, that sounds impressive. And PowerPoint all about the Anglo-Saxons and Vikings. Mikey, you sound like a bit of a technical wizard. Sounds brilliant. Well done you. And in Ottery, we've got Gareth Pickard. For his wonderful remote learning this week, he has absolutely smashed it. Particularly his Viking ship, an incredible eye for detail. Keep it up. Ultimate Encourager. I know that's your nickname in class, isn't it? Well done, Gareth. That's really lovely. I love that nickname because to encourage other people is a real skill. So well done you. And for Holly Farndale. Holly, you are continuing to be an incredible ray of sunshine, even in the virtual world. Holly even had her disco ball going for use this morning. Holly is consistently producing excellent work and has shown great perseverance and resilience, particularly in maths this week. What a superstar you are. And Miss Margette has said a quick mention that the majority of Ottery are absolutely smashing the home learning. Well done, team. So well done, Ottery. That's really lovely that your teacher has recognised that you're all doing brilliantly. Well done. And in Liner, we've got George Stevens for throwing himself into his home learning once again. Great commitment, George. Well done, George. And Miley Church for amazing work in school in taking on this new challenge with positivity and enthusiasm. You are fabulous. That's a nice comment, Miley, isn't it? Well done. Lovely to hear. And in Tamar, we've got Dax Parker for getting himself set up for his first time remote learning, working incredibly hard all week, persevering through some tricky new topics, and even introducing his pet tortoise, Michelangelo, to our class. Yay! I love tortoises, Dax. I used to have 2 tortoises, Bubble and Squeak. That's really lovely. Well done. And William Hyde for working really hard both in school and at home and being so resilient with everything going on. Well done for your positive, caring attitude at all times, William. Yay! 2 boys in Tamar. Well done you for smashing it so hard. That's brilliant. Well done, year 4. What fabulous comments. Keep it up. Very proud. And then we go on to year 5. So, in Fistral, we got Woody. Mrs. Lee says, I'm so proud of your attitude toward remote learning. Keep it up. You've also completed extra tasks linked to our new topic. I'm very impressed, Mr. Bickle. That's what Mrs. Lee says. Well done, Woody. And Kayla Hutchings, I've been so impressed with your topic work. You have created a fantastic Mayan timeline and produced excellent science work. Well done and keep up this amazing attitude. Well done, Kayla. In Sanham, we've got Luca Chadbund for being so absorbed in his home learning and continuing to aim for gold. Well done, Luca. That's what I like to hear, keeping that aspiration high. Well done. And Florrie Mae Brown for producing some lovely work at home, especially in English, and for still having pride in her presentation. Do you know what? That's an interesting one, that. I'm really proud of that, Florrie, because the temptation is when you're at home is to kind of go, do you know what? I haven't got my teacher or my teaching assistant looking over my shoulder, so I'll let my presentation dip a little bit. And actually, do you know what? I think the sign of a really true top learner is somebody who has high aspiration no matter where they are. Doesn't matter whether they're at home, whether they're in school. The fact that Florrie Mae is still having pride in her presentation, that is a real skill. So well done, Florrie Mae. And everybody else would like to take a message from that. I'd like you to really think about Florrie Mae and that pride in presentation and do it whether you're at home or school. So well done, Florrie Mae. And then in Pol's F, we've got Ellie Watton for showing great resilience with your maths learning this week. Area, model, timesing, it's not easy in school, and the difficulty is certainly multiplied by learning it at home. So well done, Ellie, that's really, really good. And Amy White, Mr. James says, I'm just super impressed with your effort, productivity, quality and care over your home learning. Well done, Miss White. Lovely. And then we've got a little additional one because we've got one for Patrick Frost. Because Mr. James has just been so impressed with the work you've been doing in the key worker bubble. Particularly impressed with Patrick for his maths learning and his brilliant sentences in English. Well done. Really, really good. And then in Trianon, we got 3. I love it. I love it when people break the rules sometimes. Because actually, do you know what? If so many people in the class have been that good, why should you separate them? Recognise all of it. Well done, Mr. Walker. So we've got Jake Weeks, Jessica Pagehead and Eliot Court. And Mr. Walker says, I can't separate these 3, so they will have to be an exception. They have got so stuck into their home learning, smashed TT Rockstar's battle, and the work they've sent me has been superb. Well done, you 3. Really proud of that. That's lovely comments. And Mr. Walker obviously had to pick all 3 because you've been amazing. Well done, year 5. Wonderful. And then we go on to year 6. In Kadrivi class, we got Ollie Walters for a superb start to remote learning, attending all morning briefings and class catch-up on Teams, sending in lots of great work for all the remote lessons. Well done. And then Lily Shorten. Well done, Lily. And Mr. Nicholson says, a superb start to remote learning. You've attended all morning briefings and class catch-ups on Teams. And Mr. Nicholson said you've sent in some brilliant work for remote lessons as well. Well done. Well done, you 2. Lovely to hear. In Lizard, we've got Evie Lawrence for an outstanding amount of high-quality work uploaded to Teams every day. Well done, Evie. And Jake Pease for showing great enthusiasm in all subjects from day one. So much great work uploaded. Fantastic. Well done, Jake. In Travose, we've got Luke Campbell and Caitlin Pettican. And these are for the same reason, for demonstrating a fantastic attitude towards their remote learning this week. They have attended every morning meeting and sent work through every day. Miss Owens said that she's very impressed with your dedication to the work. So well done, you 2. Lovely to hear. And then in Pendine, we've got Grace Lennox. Grace has absolutely smashed, in capital letters, the home learning this week and uploaded all her work for me to see. She has a brilliant attitude to this challenging way of learning. Well done. Really, really good. And Isabella Gordon. Just like Grace, Isabella has smashed the home learning and in fact gone above and beyond by doing more than what we've been setting year 6. And that is already a lot. Well done. It's brilliant to see. Well done, Isabella. That's absolutely superb. And then we've actually got some mathletes as well. Thank you, Mrs. Sales, because Mrs. Sales has put some mathletes on. So, year 3, he's back to the champion, Dylan White. Well done, Dylan. And I know, Dylan, that you've actually had some challenges because I know that Mum's not been well at the moment. And actually, do you know what? To still manage to do mathletics, that's a big up to you and Mum because it's hard sometimes when someone's not feeling tip-top. So well done, Dylan. That's absolutely superb. And in year 4, we've got Billy Edwards. Well done, Billy, in school and managing to be mathlete of the week in year 4. Well done, you. Year 5, Eliot Court. Second time we've mentioned your name, Eliot. So not only is Mr. Walker impressed, but you've been smashing the mathletics as well. And in year 6, Callum Feely. Well done, Callum. And I know you've been in school as well, so you must have done some great mathletics too. And our class is class Bearer. So well done, Bearer, for obviously the most people from Bearer have been on mathletics. So well done, you. So, as you can see, you get why I was so impressed, because those comments are brilliant. And what I would stress to you, and I'll put a text onto your parents in a minute to watch this assembly, I think it is just vital that, if possible, you do as much of this home learning as you possibly can. I know that it'll be hard, and I know that it's not the same when you're at home, and I know that motivation is difficult. It's really hard to motivate yourself when you're at home. Everybody finds that. It's not the same, is it? But you can do it. You can. And it's lovely that you've got your teachers on YouTube. They're answering questions on Teams. You've got the daily Teams catch up, which I know is working really well. Just show everybody how brilliant you can be and show your teacher what work you're producing by asking your parents to upload it. We're keeping a record of all the work that's been uploaded so we can assess it later, but it also just gives us an idea of how well people are doing with what's been set. So well done, everybody. I couldn't be more proud of what you've been doing. Keep it up. I'll keep setting you some daily challenges. Those of you that are in school, you're doing a brilliant job. Your behaviour is awesome. Your respect for everything and everybody. I'm so proud of you. A big well done to everybody. So I'll see you this time next week. Where will I be, I wonder? There's the question. Look out for some more videos on YouTube. As I say, I'll try and get a few things up this week as well. Missing you loads, hating not seeing everybody every week. It's horrible, but I know that we'll get through this together and we'll come out the other side better people. Well done, everybody. Have a great weekend and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye. Beep.